الرحمن الرحيم. صلى الله عليك يا رسول الله، صلى الله عليك يا رحمة الله الواسعة ويا باب نجاة الأمة. غريب يا مظلوم كربلاء، عليك وعلى آل بيتك وعلى أختك الحوراء زينب وعلى أخيك بفضل العباس عليه وضيعتي بعد سهم العين يا عضدي، ويا واحد الجيش يا كهفي ومعتمدي. إن شاب رأسي فلا ما عدت تعرفني، وحدودب الطهر من رزقي ومن كمدي. أنا أخوك حسين ابن فاطمة، فارقتني كفراق الروح للجسد. الآن شمر دعا دور بعسكره، يدري بقتلك آل الشمل للبدد. الآن نادى بهم قوموا لنذبحه حسينا، يدري بأنك يا ابن المرتضى يا مددي. قم يا أبا الفضل وانظر للحسين غدا، بلا أبي الفضل فردا دون ما يا سندي. ما بين نارين أن أمضي وأنت هنا، تبقى تبضعك الأعداء في مددي، أو أن أظل إذ تسبى عقيلتنا، وهي الوحيدة في جيش بلا يا عددي. عباس إن سألت ماذا أجاوبها، عباس إن سألت ماذا أجاوبها. أهل أقول مدى العباس للأبد، وهل أقول بأن العين أطفأها مثلث مثله ترمى به كبدي، وأنهم قطعوا منه اليدين. لذا الجمال يقطع يا بنت الكرام يدي، بين الحسين لدى العباس يندبه. يا الله كيف يندب الحسين العباس؟ يعني شو بيقول له يا عباس؟ كسرت ظهري اليوم يا عباس والله. بين الحسين لدى العباس يندبه، إذا أقبلت فاطم تدعو ولدي. اليوم يلطم مثله خد زينبكم، واليوم تسحب بالأغلال والصفد، وأنت فوق القناة يا ليت تنظرها. بالصوت من بلد تسبى إلى بلدي، وزينب إن لوح الرمح شمر كي يعذبها، تسقط يعني رأسك يا أبا عبد الله، سامحني يا صاحب الزمان، تسقط على الأرض مفضوخا من العمد. لا غرو أن يبكيك المظلوم منتحبا، فما بكى أسد إلا على أسدي. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. ليلي يا أخوين يا أخوات، أنتم ضيوف العباس عليه السلام، ضيوف من البني عليه الصلاة والسلام. Brothers and sisters, tonight you are guests of العباس عليه السلام، of البني عليه الصلاة والسلام. al-Banin, this lady that many people don't know much about her actually. Maybe her name, because she was mentioned in the battles and whatnot. When in fact you come to study her history. Where did she come from? Who are her parents? How she grew? And why was she chosen to be the wife of Amir Muhammad? It is very impressive. The story goes like this. Actually, the narrator of the story is Zainab alayha salatu salam, is telling the story to her brother Al-Abbas in Karbala on the 10th of Muharram. She called her brother Al-Abbas when she heard that the Shimr ibn al-Jawshan wrote a statement addressing Al-Abbas and his brothers Abdullah, Uthman and Ja'far, who fought with him in Karbala. Al-Shimr said, "Oh Abbas, you are our nephew, you're the son of our sister. Ma'adallah, for al-Banin to be the sister of Al-Shimr, but they come from the same tribe. And in the Arab cultural rituals, if you come from the same tribe, they call you the son of my sister, or ibn ukhti." So Al-Shimr asked Al-Abbas and his brothers to leave Imam Hussein's army and join his army, his winning army he called it. He said, "Come join my army and I promise you a leading position in my army. أجعلك قائدا على المعسكر." So Al-Abbas replied, "ويلكم تعطوني الأمان وابن بنت رسول الله لا أمان له." May Allah curse you. You give me protection and safety, and there is no protection for the son of Rasulullah. So Zainab alayhi salam heard that conversation. She called her brother Al-Abbas and said, "I have something to tell you, brother." She said, Know that when my mother Fatima alayhi salam passed, and after a while my father asked his brother, my uncle Aqil, to find a woman who comes from a tribe known for their strength and courage. A tribe that excels in these traits: bravery, fearlessness, and heroism. So my uncle asked, "What do you want to do with such a woman?" He said, "I want to marry her, to have kids from her that will support my son Hussein in Karbala." Choose who you're going to marry, brothers and sisters. This is a reminder for us to know that Karbala and its events were not mere surprises to people. No, Karbala was part of God's project, ضمن المشروع الإلهي. Imam Ali alayhi salam was preparing for this holy cause to be led and cared by his son Abu Abdullah alayhi salam. Al-Hussein is following what has been asked for him to do by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why these majalis, bi'idhnillah, will never die, will only keep growing more and more. Aqil knows the Arab tribes. He knows their traits. So he knows the Arab of Bani Kilab, and he knows their leader, Huzam. He knows Huzam has a daughter by the name of Fatima, and her nickname is al-Banin. Now some people might think that al-Banin is a nickname given by Amir al-Mu'minin to Fatima, the mother of Abbas. No. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, of course, gave her Banin. Banin means boys. She got 4 boys. He gave her that honor for sure. So Aqil chose Fatima, the daughter of Husam al-Kilabi, to Amir al-Mu'minin. When she came to Amir al-Mu'minin, her family, her tribe was so proud. They started bragging between the other Arabs. "Hey, Amir al-Mu'minin chose our daughter. He's our son-in-law. He chose us." They were bragging and being proud. So almost the whole tribe came with her. It was a big caravan carrying her to come to Medina, to her future husband's house. Now here the essence, the true traits of this woman show. When she got to the edges of Al-Medina, she called her mom, said, "Mother, may you please call my father. I need to talk with him." So her proud father, the head of the tribe, came, said, asking, "What's going on, honey? Are you okay? Is everything okay?" She said, "Oh father, if I ask something dear for me, will you do it, please?" "Of course, honey. You're a special daughter. You've never asked anything, and now you're the wife of my imam, and your imam. Please ask." So she said, "Oh father, I ask you please to send all my tribe, all this caravan, back home. And I want you and my mother alone to take me to my master, Amir al-Mu'minin." Allahu Akbar. Why? We're proud. We're happy. This is a wedding. She said, "Father, I'm coming to the house of Fatima Zahra. There's some sorrows over there. Sorrows unforgotten. So please respect. This is my wish." So he applauded her for that. And then, of course, he's the leader of the tribes. Sure enough, he came with his wife only and took her to Amir Mu'min. When she walked into the house, Imam al-Hussein, Imam al-Hassan and Zainab welcomed her. Now, بين قوسين, in the parentheses, al-Banin did not raise al-Hassan, al-Hussein or Zainab as most of us would picture it. They were not kids. The marriage happened in year 26 Hijri, which is 16 years after the passing of Zahra. So if Al-Hussein was 5 or 6 years old when his mother was martyred, Zahra passed, he'd be 21 or 22 years old right now. Al-Hassan would be older, Zainab would be a little bit younger. So they were not kids, they were well grown, but they came in support of their father to see who is this holy woman that he chose for a purpose in welcoming her. So when she walked in, her mother revealed the veil. She's halal for now, for all of them. And they saw her beauty. سِيمَاهُمْ فِي وُجُوهِهِمْ. So Amir al-Mu'minin wanted to test her inner beauty, not her just facial stuff, the inside. So he asked her, please ask what you wish for. Now it is customary to the Arab cultures when a bride enters the groom's den or groom's house to ask for a gift. And as an honor for her and her family, the groom should fulfill that gift. So he said, alayhi salam, ask what you wish for, O Fatima. So she said to Amir al-Mu'mineen, my wish that you don't call me by my name. You don't call me by my name after today. Allahu Akbar, why? She said, because I looked at Al-Hassan, I looked at Al-Hussein, Zainab, remembering their mother when they hear my name. That could break their heart, and I don't want that to happen. Please call me by my nickname, al-Bani. So she started that journey from the very first day, respecting her imam and his kids, and treating them as her masters at her imams, and teaching her kids to treat them as such, especially Abu Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salam. Tonight is a special night, brother and sister. Tonight is a very special night. It was said that al-Abbas called Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam his masters all his life, until the minute he fell down off his horse on the battle of Karbala. He said, Akhi ya Aba Abdullah, Akhi, alayka minni salam adrikni. Oh my brother Aba Abdullah, I say assalamu alaikum, please come for me. When asked, why did he call him now, Akhi, my brother? He said, when I was hit by the pole on my head, Allahu Akbar, no hands to support me. My right hand, my left hand were cut. I fell down off my horse on my face. Before I reached the ground, I saw gentle hands reaching out to catch me. A woman wailing, oh my son Abbas, Waladi Abbas. I looked up, I saw Zahra alayhi salatu wasalam. I saw Zahra crying and wailing, Waladi Abbas, they cut your hands, may Allah cut their hands. So alayhi salam, Abu Fadl, Al-Abbas has many nicknames. One of his nicknames is the moon of the tribe, Qamar al-Ashira. Do you know where that nickname came from? Now some say because he was a handsome, some portraits depict a handsome man. But other narrations go back to his mother, When she was 6 years old of age, she saw a dream that she described to her mother. She said, oh mother, I saw myself standing in the middle of the night, looking at the sky, contemplating and pondering on the greatness of Allah. I'm 6 years old, thinking that way. I hope my 6 years old thinks that way one day. As I was there, pondering, I saw the moon getting smaller and smaller and then fell into my lap. Soon enough, 3 stars followed that path. So her mom said, Allahu Akbar. Inshallah, if your dream comes true, you're gonna be blessed by a very generous kid, that he will be the moon of his tribe. And 3 others, they will be strong and with good characters. So Al-Abbas, yes, was handsome. He was raised between his brothers Al-Hassan, Al-Hussein, Zainab. Imagine that household that he was raised in. Who's his father? Amir al-Mu'mineen. Who's his mother? al-Baneen. Therefore Imam Sadiq ﷺ will say, رحم الله عمنا العباس كان نافذ البصيرة صلب الإيمان. May Allah bless our uncle Abbas. He had, what did you call it, Doctor? Magnanimity? Magnanimity? Shahama, Nafid al-Basira, visionary. He had the great heart and steadfastness in his faith. نافذ البصيرة يا أخوان يعني فقيه، يعني كبير، يعني كان ينظر بنور وعين الله سبحانه وتعالى. شو بيقول الرسول صلى الله عليه وآله؟ اتقوا فراسة المؤمن فإنه ينظر بعين الله. هكذا كان العباس. Now it's true that the history does not tell us much about this aspect of Al-Abbas alayhi salam. We know that he's strong, he's handsome and whatnot. But is that because he kept it in check as a respect to his brothers, his imams? Or is it simply because we don't know or we forgot? Let me ask you another question. Imam al-Hussein alayhi salam, it's a shame actually for all of us, including myself too. How much do we know about Imam Hussein? He came to Karbala for how many days? 8 days. He came 2nd of Muharram, he was martyred the 10th. 8 days. Imam Hussein was 57 years old when he was martyred. Now how much do we know about Imam Hussein before Karbala? It is a shame for me first and for all of us. So if we don't know about the traits, other traits of Abi Fadl al-Abbas, maybe because it's our fault, maybe because the history didn't get to it. So what we know of Al-Abbas, he was a hero, he was a courageous, strong. Why not? He was taught by the best of the best. His father, Amir al-Mu'mineen, he fought with him Siffin, he fought with him in Nahrawan. He was 14 years old. Let's talk about the Nahrawan. Nahrawan is called Nahrawan because it was a fight around a river. It's called a Nahr. Nahr means a river. That river has few gates to it. Before I get to that, the fight for the Nahrawan was against the Kharijites or Khawarij. The Seceders. We talked about it the first night. They were living in Kufa under the government or the governor Amir al-Mu'mineen. He was the governor. He was paying them money because they are under his wings. Yet they were praying, reciting Quran, and cursing Amir al-Mu'mineen. It's okay. He can still pay because he's the governor, he's the president, let's call it. So there's no problem with having different opinions about your leader. He still has obligations to pay you. That when your opinion dictates an action, that's a problem. That's ISIS today. They can call me Rafid as long as they want, but don't come to my house and harass my family. That's what the Kharijites and Khawarij did. They harassed Amir al-Mu'mineen's supporters. They killed them, they burned their houses. That's why Amir al-Mu'mineen had to go against them. And some say there were 10,000 of them. Amir al-Mu'mineen, before that battle, he spoke to his army saying, I promise you that not even 10 will stay of them, of these 10,000. And less than 10 of you will be killed in that battle. And sure enough, it was proven true, that prediction that Amir al-Mu'mineen did. Anyway, that fight, that battle was around the river called, the river in Arabic means Nahr, Nahrawan. Around that river, there are 3 ways or 3 access, 3 gates, call them. One, Amir al-Mu'mineen stood for. Another put Al-Hassan, another put Al-Hussein. So no one can get in, no one can get out. And there's a little entrance, very tiny. They call it a bridge, call it the archway. بالعربي اسمها القنطرة. أبو الفضل العباس يسمى سبع القنطرة. لماذا يسمى سبع? Why is he called the lion or the beast of the archway or the vault? Al-Qantara, like I said, it's a small pathway. So the soldiers were bombarded, were distraught. They went to go through the gate of Amir al-Mu'mineen. Amir al-Mu'mineen, of course, they couldn't. Imam al-Hassan showed his bravery, Imam Hussein. So they went to Abi Fadl al-Abbas through that tiny gate. Whoever could go through, he will. Amir Mu'min was watching his son Abi Fadl al-Abbas see how he's gonna react to these knights coming with their swords, running away. And he saw them one after one getting killed. That's why he was called Sab' al-Tantara, because exactly of that battle. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So Zainab alayhi salam reminded her brother of the cause of her father's wedding and marriage for him, for today, for Karbala. He said, oh sister, you don't need to remind me. No need to worry. Your brother will serve his purpose in more, inshallah. ممكن النور لو سمحت. Sure enough, on the 10th of Muharram, as the kids were wailing, crying, al-atash, thirst. Al-Hussein, Zainab heard the cry, alayhi salam. Al-Hussein called his brother Al-Abbas and asked him to go to the river to fill the water bottle, the jug, so the kids may drink some water. قال له اركب بنفسي أنت يا أخي الله أكبر. That sentence, it is written in the shrine of Abi Fadl al-Abbas alayhi salatu wasalam. Every year you go and see it. اركب بنفسي يا أخي. He didn't say it to anybody else. Abi Fadl al-Abbas. Imam Hussein, Abu Fadl al-Abbas said, لبيك أبا عبد الله. Of course I will. So Al-Hussein looked and saw the army surrounding Al-Mashra, the river. He said, well, how about if you, my brother, go right and I go left to disperse the army, and maybe you can have better access for you to the water. الصادق عليه السلام يقول اللهم ارحم تلك الصرخة التي كانت لنا أهل البيت ما تحرم حالكم يا أخوان. So this was the military plan. Al-Hussein left Al-Abbas right wing and they took over. Al-Abbas said, of course, Abu Abdullah. Then Hussein said, but I'm afraid the army will get between us and I won't be able to see you. I won't be able to check on you to know if you're okay. Al-Abbas looked at his brother as if he knew what's going on and what's going. He said, Abu Abdullah, I will fight, and as I'm fighting for you to know I'm okay, I will say loudly, أنا ابن علي المرتضى. I'm the son of Ali al-Murtada. Then you will hear my voice, and you know I'm okay, and you know my location. Then Al-Hussein, he said, and I will answer you. وأنا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. Zainab alayhi salam was hearing, watching the conversation, these great colleagues, Ali al-Murtada and Fatima al-Zahra. So they went on their affairs. Al-Hussein went left, Al-Abbas went right, and they fought and fought. Time passed. Al-Hussein could not see his brother. The army got between both of them. Dust. He got worried. I need to hear my brother. I need to hear the voice. I need to hear he's okay. Soon enough he hears, أنا ابن علي المرتضى. So he got content. He was happy. This is my brother's voice. He's alive. So he answered, وأنا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. Al-Abbas was happy too. His brother's okay. So they fought again, and that sound was repeated one time, another time. Sometimes passed, no word of Al-Abbas. It's been a while. Why didn't Abbas say anything? Is he okay? So Al-Hussein got really worried again. He waited some more. Still no word. At this time he said, I will start the call. I'm not gonna wait for Abbas. So he said from the bottom of his heart, أنا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. And he tried to listen for an answer. No answer. He did not give up. So he repeated one more time. أنا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. Still no answer. Then he realized something has happened to his brother Abbas. He moves his fight towards the right wing, towards the water with the hope to find his brother alive. By now, where was Al-Abbas? What was happening to him? He got to the water, alayhi salam, filled up the bottle with water. Fresh, cold water. He tried to drink some. He remembered the third of his brother, Hussein alayhi salam, the third of the kids. So he threw the water down and he said, يا نفس من بعد الحسين وبعده لا كنت أن تكون. أتشربين بارد المعين هذا حسين وارد المنون. So he decided, that's it, I'm going to protect this and go back to the tent. On his way back, Umar ibn Sa'ad said, attack him from every direction, for if Al-Hussein got to this water, no one of you will stay alive. So they all came to him at once. He fought like his father, so brave. A fighter attacked him from behind and cut his right hand. Allahu Akbar. He took the sword with his left hand and fought, defending the bottle of water. Another la'im came from behind and cut his left hand. The sword fell down on the ground. No hands, no swords. He thought, I could make my way through the palm trees to get the water to the tent. That's my main goal right now. The eyes became focused on the bottle of water. So an arrow came and shattered the bottle of water, and the water fell down on the ground. Al-Abbas, no hands, no water. He stood a little distraught. What to do? He was trying to collect his thoughts. A la'im came from behind a palm tree and struck his holy head with a pole. Another pierced his eye with an arrow. So he fell down on the ground مناديا وعباس وسيدا وحسينا. أخي حسين أدركني. Al-Hussein al-Salam came to the right wing. He saw the army gathering around something, so he cleared them. He saw his brother Al-Abbas laying down on the ground, hands cut, bottle pierced, dirt and blood on his face, arrow piercing his eye. Al-Hussein got off his horse. This is his brother. It is my brother. Stood for a second away from his brother just to gather his strength, his energy. It's not easy to see the leader of your army, your right hand, the holder of your flag, your brother, lying down like this. So Al-Hussein kneeled on the ground and realized and said something he's never said before. He said, الآن انكسر ظهري. الآن قلت حيلتي. Now my back is broken. Now they got to me. Now they will mock me. So alayhi salam walked slowly towards his brother, wiping his tears with the back of his hands. Al-Abbas, his eyes shot from blood, dirt. He heard footsteps coming towards him. He thought they came to cut his head off. He said, "Oh soldier, I ask you in the name of Allah to wait a minute. Give me a moment, please. My brother's on his way. I just want to say goodbye to him." So Al-Hussein heard this. He couldn't bear it. He cried, "Oh brother Abbas, I am here. I'm your brother Al-Hussein. I'm here now." Al-Abbas smiled and said, "Alhamdulillah, ya akhi." So Al-Hussein tried to lift him up to take him to the tent. Al-Abbas refused. He said, "Please leave me here." "Why, brother?" شو بيقول له؟ شوف الجواب. قال له عسان يشيل للمخيم. قال له ما روح. عسان يشيل للمخيم. قال له ما روح خويا ما روح. خلني على الشاطئ عالج طلعت الروح. ما اقدر اروح انا للمخيم وانظر زينب تنوح وانظر دمعة سكينة على الخدين ساجد. I can't go. Please leave me here. I can't go see Zainab. I can't go see the tears of Sukaina. So Al-Hussein sat next to him, wiping the blood and dirt of his face. Tears flowing down from both ears, both eyes, both faces. He put his head on his lap. Al-Abbas took it off. Al-Hussein tried again and again. So Al-Hussein said, "Why are you doing this, brother Abbas?" Al-Abbas said, "Oh brother, now you're holding my hand in your lap. Who's gonna hold yours in 1 hour?" نحن بنخبرك يا بالفضل. نحن نخبرك شو صار. بعد ساعة إجا الشمر وقعد على صدر الحسين عليه السلام. من العباس said, brother, I have a will. عندي وصية يا أخي. عندي وصية يا أخي. شي وصية نور عيني. قال له بلغ سلامي يا عزيزي للمصونة. بلغ سلامي يا عزيزي للمصونة. قولوا له راح العلم لا ترتجينا. قطعوا كفوفه وصوبوا منا بالعينه وعدنا الأجر لما رجعت لهم البنين. Then Hussein is saying his goodbyes to his brother. أجركم الله. العباس باعث الآن انكسر ظهر حسين. What should he do? What would Al-Hussein do? He returned to the tent, wiping his tears. Zainab waiting impatiently for her brothers to come back. Only Al-Hussein came back. She's trying to read Al-Hussein's face, facial expressions. Where is Al-Abbas? Where is my brother? Al-Hussein looked at her, he didn't answer. He walked straight to his brother's tent, took the pole down, the tent fell down on the ground. Al-Abbas راح يا زينب. Al-Abbas is gone. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. عظم الله لكم من أجر جميعا. إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. لا حول ولا